Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'll be playing chapter 2 of part 2 of the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. This will be a walkthrough, playthrough slash trophy guys for everyone on PS4. Please leave it in comments and feedback below and give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching everyone, and let's get started.
The Archmage claims there are hardly any opportunities for the common citizen to improve their lot. The rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. That's nonsense, of course. Have you got that?
Nonsense. Yep, got it. He pleads for more education, for the poor as well. What do you say to that?
Too complicated. My party and I have found a simpler way. From tomorrow, anyone can be a winner in life. I present the lottery.
And the winners can move from the lower town to the upper town.
The winner? Once a month, we grant one citizen from the lower town a better life in our midst. And you will report on it, Mr. Fox. The winner's new fabulous life and how I made it possible.
The winner. It's singular.
The first draw is tomorrow. I expect to see it all over the paper.
Very well, madam.
So what we're going to do first, we're going to speak with this guy here. Bill, the trader.
Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
How's business?
Could be better.
I thought business would be booming now that the war's over.
It is, but it could be better.
Were you in the lower town today? What's the situation like?
Those loonies are taking over.
What, you mean the protesters?
More gold for everyone, they demand. They should work instead, then they'll have gold.
But isn't that the problem? They want to work, but there aren't any jobs.
There's enough work. I've offered a couple of them work.
Yes, but they'd like to be paid.
You see, so it is all about gold. You give those layabouts a little finger and they take the whole hand. And who's supposed to pay for it? The honest trade.
Then you're on the council leader's side, right?
You bet. All the traders are. She's one of us after all, even if only by marriage. Her husband, old Van Buren, was the richest trader in the region.
Was?
Been dead 2 years. Was the last Van Buren. His father and his uncle before him were full-blooded salesmen. Out of their parents' vast and powerful trading group, they made an even vaster and more powerful trading group. Van Buren knew what to do, and the widow knows too. She knows the hardships the traders suffer, and is sure to cut tax.
Do you even pay tax?
No, but they're too high nonetheless.
Looks like your crane's ready.
Oh yes, finally I can lower goods straight down to my stall. Saves on customs duty and paying bribes to the town guard down by the gate.
Is that legal?
Not paying bribes? Dunno. But nowadays an honest trader's got to look out for number one.
I have to be going, Bill. See
See?
He seems to be pretty busy. Probably better if I don't disturb him without a good reason.
Okay, so we're going to go down. And we're going to try to go to the low gate. So we can actually examine all these, we're going to look at the bar window first. And that will allow us to speak to one of the protesters.
Ugh, creepy. The prison. I always try to get past this window fast. Hello? Is anyone there?
You bet there is.
My name is Wilbur Weathervane. Who are you?
Wilbur Weathervane? Good alias. Call me Mr. X. My friends call me X.
X? Strange name. Still, better than Goalpost Head, I guess. Why are you locked up?
They want me out of the way. I know too much.
But they don't just lock people up for being intelligent.
They do if you know the wrong things. We're being watched.
By whom?
They are watching us.
Who are they? The wizard?
Them. The ones watching us. They're
How long have you been in prison?
a few days, but I suspect they'll never let me out. I'm a political prisoner. They want to silence me. Tell everyone the truth is out there.
Here, in Seastow?
Yes, probably.
Do you really think you'll be in there long?
Either way, I'm not going to wait until some court passes judgment on me. I'll escape as soon as I have the chance.
Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
And then now we're going to speak with the town guard.
Hello, Mr. Shield.
Well, I never. If it isn't little Weathervane.
Weathervane to you, Mr. Shieldman. Professor Weathervane, to be precise.
Oh, your lordship, forgive me for not kneeling.
I see you're still the captain of the town guard.
It's captain and its only member.
Why aren't there more guards? Surely it's impossible for you to keep the peace all by yourself.
The council leader of the merchants doesn't see it that way. She handpicked me for this post. Nothing is more important than loyalty.
How are things in the lower town?
Same as here, just dirtier and everything smaller.
What about the refugees?
Dunno, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been down there. From up here, it looks like the tent city has stopped growing. Either there are no new refugees arriving or the place is just full.
Aren't you responsible for the lower town too?
I can hardly be expected to go down there. The place is crawling with criminals. Anyway, the anarchists have erected barricades. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't get into the tent city.
Why is the gate closed? I want to go to the lower town.
Curfew. After dark, residents of the upper town can only enter the lower town with special permission.
Who came up with that?
Council leader Van Buren. She's worried about the well-being of the residents of the upper town.
And where do I get one of these permits?
Nowhere today. You can go to the town hall and apply for one there tomorrow.
But I'm supposed to meet Remy in the inn.
Tough.
Looks like Bill the merchant's crane is finally finished.
It's been 2 days. He's been transporting things up and down all day.
And you inspected it.
Why should I?
Isn't there a toll on transporting goods like alcohol and pipeweed and other stuff from the upper town to the lower town?
There are real crimes going on in this town. I don't even have the resources to take care of them.
Bill said something about bribing the town guard. Would you know anything about that?
That's an outrageous allegation. The town guard is not bribable.
That's good. Otherwise, you'd probably have too much. I mean, if no more goods go through the gate here, then no one needs to be bribed.
That's... So you're saying Bill is cheating the state of its well-earned taxes because he's smuggling goods into the lower town?
Do you want to ban him from running the crane?
No. Bill and his colleagues are very influential. Anyway, no one said anything about a ban, did they? No. I've got another idea. How can I do it?
What do you need to do to stop the smuggling?
Someone would have to mark one of Bill's barrels of alcohol and then order it from the lower town. If the said marked barrel turns up there tonight, without the tax having been paid, then we have our evidence.
You can be really clever, Mr. Shieldhat.
The only problem is, I can't leave this place. I have to guard the town, you see. But you can fulfill your civic duty and help the town guard.
Civic duty? You want me to do your job? I want a pony.
Aha! So you want free access to the lower town?
Ah, no. I want a pony.
Yes. You already said that. That's not how it works. You want to go to the lower town, I won't let you. But, coincidentally, there is something you can do for me. So we'll come to an agreement and you...
A pony?
Ugh.
Fine then. I want into the lower town.
Excellent. Now you help me convict Bill, and I give you the key to the gate.
Okay.
Here's a piece of chalk.
So what the guards want me to do is put a mark on one of the on Bill's barrels. So we're going to use a chalk and mark the barrel.
Done.
And after that, we're going to go back to Lower Town. Oops. And then we're going to go enter the Lower Town now.
Mr. Shield, I've marked the barrel, so now I'm off down to the lower town.
All right, that crook's going down.
So we need to somehow get the build a trailer to lower the barrel to us. And in order to do that, we're gonna speak with Bill. We actually don't have to speak with Bill,
Bill!
but just for you guys to understand.
Who's there? And what do you want?
My name is Guybrush, and I want to be a pirate.
Yes, I heard you. I just can't believe you tried that old Who are you?
It's me, Mr. Shieldhand. I want to talk to you about my bribe. Or lack of, to be precise.
Why do you call yourself Mr. Shieldhand?
Because I am Anton. Anton Shieldhand is my name, and I want a bribe.
Petey, is that you? It's bloody dark down there.
Yes, it's me, Petey.
Why are you putting on a funny voice all of a sudden? You really are a crazy dog. So what can I do for my favourite errand boy?
I need a barrel of brandy for the inn.
No problem. What's the password? Why not? Step into the
Yes, I am. But
Ha! That ask in the inn. The owner knows it.
fine.
So now we need to go to in to ask the owner for the password. So let's go in. And we're gonna speak with Remy first, which is here.
Remy looks tired. I think the election campaign and the current situation in the town are really taking their toll on him. Hello, Remy.
If it isn't the magic school's new star professor. How was your first day, Wilbur?
You don't look all that happy yourself. Tough day.
Tough week. I'm worried about the Archmage's safety. The situation in the town is explosive. He was heckled on the street while checking up on the field hospital down there, but it was just some wound-up idiots. I'm worried about the one assailant who has enough brains, resources, and volition.
Someone like Headmaster Block.
The headmaster. What makes you say that?
Please don't.
What I am. You are my friend, and you look far from happy.
Headmaster Block is very mean to me. He gives me loads of difficult tasks.
All of which you've solved, knowing you.
Yes, but then he gives me new tasks that are even more difficult. And even if I worked through the night, I still couldn't finish them all. No one could.
Interesting and cute. If he wanted to represent you as the Archmage's bad choice, then he wouldn't have given you exercises that are clearly impossible. People would realize what kind of game was being played, and the trick would backfire. Did you notice any...
Yes, I surprised Headmaster Block in the staff room as he was rummaging through a desk drawer. But he was startled when I spoke to him, like I caught him doing something.
He didn't want you to see him fiddling around in his own desk.
Interesting.
At first there was the unsolvable exercises, and now the desk drawer. Something's...
That's what I think too. The council leader was standing up by the new lottery drum, dictating tomorrow's edition of The Lookout to a reporter.
Yes, she has the Lookout under her thumb. She's a horrible piece of work. Ambitious, stubborn, and unscrupulous. A dangerous combination. Comes from a humble background, but got her feet under old Van Buren's table. Tried to persuade him to do all sorts of new business deals and start a career in politics. Many say he died so young because he finally wanted to be left in peace.
How did she end up as the Archmage's most promising challenger?
The Archmage doesn't want the most important posts in government to go automatically to the richest citizens anymore, but rather to the most competent people, chosen by the people.
And of course the nobility and the merchants don't like that one bit.
They were seething when they found out about it, but there was nothing they could do to start with. The Archmage was too popular, untouchable. But then along came Sybil Van Buren, and she had a plan. The election was to be approved and set for 1 year's time. 1 year in which she put up obstacles in the Archmage's way and sabotaged his politics in any way she could. Her only aim was to make him look bad. By the gods, how I'd load it if she succeeded.
But we will win the election, right? The Archmage, I mean.
Van Buren has used all her resources. Powerful, rich friends with important posts at the Seastone Lookout. It's the only newspaper left in town. Simple slogans, simple solutions. patriotism and resentment. And yet, the Archmage will win the election. Every vote for the council leader and a Cronish is a vote too many. But stupidity amongst the voters has not prevailed.
Why doesn't the Archmage defend himself more aggressively against the council leader? Why doesn't he just tell everyone about her scheming?
He wants as many people as possible to take part in solving our problems. He doesn't want there to be two sides at each other's throats. But I don't know if it will work. People are starting to accept the condition. They blame everyone and everything, and they don't even try to change anything anymore. I asked the Archmage about it. You know what he said? He's comfortable having things stay as they are. That's why many favor it. Progress requires effort. What kind of world would it be if there was glaring injustice and everyone put up with it just because change takes too much effort? But hey, I'm just a rat. What do I know?
So what do we do now? Keep an eye on Headmaster Block and see what happens?
So near the elections. A supporter of the council leader behaving suspiciously in the vicinity of the Arch. No, too risky. We can't wait.
So you're going to have a look for yourself?
Phew, I'd like to, but perhaps that's precisely their plan. An officially unofficial employee of the Archmage sniffing about in the office of one of his political opponents.
Wouldn't be good if word got out. A first-rate scandal. But
normally I would try to discuss, but the Archmage is visiting the school tomorrow. If his opponents are planning something, we have to expose them.
I'll do it. I'll have a look around and get back to you if I discover anything.
All right, but be careful, Wilbur.
Archmage Alistair gave me a magic slate.
That's just like him. He likes magical plaything.
That's not all. The slate advised me to build a golem to help me with my work.
A golem?
They're very strong, so it could help me with a lot of my work.
Yes, but I was thinking of something else. Think about it. We agree the Archmage is the most powerful living wizard.
Of course.
No one could touch a hair on his head with a magical attack. But brute force, a stone to the head, a knife in the ribs.
That could be a possibility.
But now imagine that he had a bodyguard, a big chap, hard as stone.
Such as a golem, for example.
Exactly. Even a troll wouldn't get past the golem. But the best thing, golems are absolutely loyal. They simply cannot help but follow their master's commands.
And if I order it to defend the Archmage with its life?
Then that's exactly what it'll do. And no one would get past it.
That sounds fantastic.
Can you manage that? Building a golem and bringing it to life?
I'll sure try. At any rate, I'll get it to complete the headmaster's stupid tasks first, and then guard the Archmage.
The headmaster and the council leader have come up against the wrong gnome.
Then let's not waste any time. I'll build a golem bodyguard for the Archmage and have a look around the headmaster's office.
Good idea. And let me know as soon as you find anything peculiar. No heroics, Wilbur Weathervane.
I'll be careful.
I'll go back underground. I want to find out about the dark magic the Archmage has been sensing for days.
Good luck. You and Van Buren will not succeed with your plan. You may have great and powerful friends, but the Archmage has small and cleverer ones.
Okay, so we're going to take a few things first for later uses. We're going to take the glass.
Remy, there's a mark. It says 2CL beside it. For most people, that's just a little sip. But for a rat, that's a fair amount of booze, I guess.
And then we're going to take the badge from
Someone
the jacket.
forgot their jacket. Or left it hanging there while they take a nap upstairs. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Someone forgot. That would be risky.
Okay. So, I think we can only take it after we speak to the bartender. But look at the postcard.
Swinging Sea Stone. This postcard was clearly sent before the war. Even the Mage School Tower is in its proper place.
And this postcard lets us speed travel. That's the word. So it allows us to travel
Headmaster
to
Block seems to be counting gold.
anywhere we want within
Lots of gold.
Seastone.
I wonder what... Hello, Headmaster.
Weathervane, haven't you got things to attend to at school?
I'm sort of still on the job. I'm just getting some tools from the...
Fine. I have to admit that your performance today did not disappoint me.
Really?
I didn't expect anything. Thus, I was neither surprised nor disappointed that your results do not look good when compared to those of a qualified special.
What are you doing?
Of course not. The gold is for the council leader's election campaign. I'm her party
Some people want the council leader to win the election very bad.
Of course. They see their donation as an investment in the future, and they know how to make a difference.
I think that you're unfairly giving me difficult tasks just so I can fail at them, and then you have an excuse to get rid of...
Oh, I could get rid of you with very simple tasks, Weathervane. It's not your fault. You shouldn't have been put in a position in which you are confronted with tasks that are beyond your schooling and your abilities.
Have to be going.
I'll be expecting you tomorrow after the opening ceremony for a staff appraisal meeting, so we can talk about your performance.
Very well. My golem and I are going to show you.
So we're gonna speak with the ogre.
Wow! A two-headed ogre. I've heard of them. I never thought I'd actually ever see one of those in real life. Or smell it. Hello!
Little mini-man. But Blout, that's a guess. Welcome, noble sir. How can we help you?
You're a two-headed ogre.
Well, I am an ogre. Me too.
So, you two are ogres.
My name is Sloth, mage, philosopher, scholar.
And bag of wheat.
That is Blout, my brother. He is...
Me, Basher. Me, best things up.
Do you own the inn?
I bought it. Blout is just my employee.
Blout bought too.
Yes, but then you lost your half at poker. Now it all belongs to me.
Blout not give you his heart. Blout best laugh if he try to take away.
If you touch me, I'll have you thrown in jail.
I have heard that you buy your alcohol from Bill.
We don't have much choice. He's the only trader who'll sell us alcohol.
Expensive.
You're right there. The prices are unashamedly high.
Seastone is a big town with lots of merchants. Why is Bill the only one selling alcohol?
Since the town was virtually besieged with refugees, there's been no way for the farmers and traders from the surrounding areas to get through with their ox cart.
Right. And Bill gets his supplies by air. Just the same, there's still more than one merchant in the upper town, isn't there?
Of course. Bill trades alcohol, another trades in lamp oil, the next one in mana potion. That way they avoid competition and set any price they want.
I smashed them all.
We are upset about it.
Would you perhaps be interested in a barrel of brandy? I'm sure that Bill would deliver it.
No, thank. We still have stock, and we have much fewer guests since the barricade was erected.
But I need a password.
The password for Bill's crane capers? If you were one of his trustworthy customers, you'd know it.
How about we try and bring down Bill and his exorbitant prices?
What are you thinking of?
Well, let's just say I could put the long arm of the law onto him.
Shield hand?
Tin Man.
I don't know.
The plan is absolutely Anton-proof. We're all set. I just need Bill's password and bam! We have him by his muttony legs.
And it won't be traced back to us? I really don't want to be paying even more for our alcohol in future.
It's a secret covert operation shrouded in secrecy.
Shrouded.
He has earned... Oh, all right then. The password is... Gold won't make you happy.
Really?
Here, a bag of silver for the brandy. It will be worth it if it scuppers business for Bill and his band of ne'er-do-wells.
Thanks. Did someone forget that jacket on the chair over there?
Oh, it belongs to a young guest. He, well, got into a fight with Mr. Shieldhand of the Town Guard and was arrested.
Who lock up immediately?
What happened?
He was quietly drinking his beer. Shieldhand came in, recognized him as one of the protesters and wanted to search him. The young man refused, said he hadn't done anything wrong and wouldn't let anyone search him without reason.
Then, bang! Trenching and lockdown.
And the jacket?
It's been hanging there ever since. We're keeping it as a deposit until he's paid for his beer.
Then take
That's
care,
it.
you two.
So long.
Bye.
The jacket belongs to a protest. It has several patches and a badge pinned on the... No one noticed.
Okay, so now we're going to go back out. And what we're going to do, we're going to use the postcard. And we're going to go to the front here. So we're going to speak with, so we're going to get the password over and done with first.
Psst! Bill!
So, Petey, what's the password?
Gold can't buy happiness.
As long as it's jangling in someone else's purse. Absolutely right. So, you wanted a barrel of brandy.
Right.
That'll be a small bag of silver. One barrel of brandy coming up.
That's it. That's the barrel with the mark.
What did you say?
Nothing. Just thanks for the delivery.
As long as you pay, I deliver. Take care.
Bill didn't pay any taxes on that barrel, and those taxes build roads, care for the sick and elderly, and pay for my apple. Shield Hand won't be impressed. Bill didn't pay, and Shield Hand...
Okay, so we're going to talk with the boy.
That's that terrible boy from class. Pretty late for a little guy like him. Hey!
What? You're Wilbur Weathervain!
Out to make fun of me. You're probably upset after I proved that I know more about magic than you thought at school this morning.
What? What are you talking about, Master Weathervain?
You were pretty cheeky at school this morning.
Which school?
There you go again, trying to make fun of me.
But Master Weathervain, I'd never...
This morning in the mage school, you were trying to make me feel uncomfortable and look stupid in front of the other student.
The mage school? In the upper town? I'm not even allowed there. I wasn't born in Seastone, and I'm certainly not important enough to enter the upper town without a good reason.
You mean to tell me you weren't in my class this morning?
In your class? To become a wizard? That would be so cool!
I still believe you're trying to make fun of me. Or do you have a twin?
Not that I know of, Master Weathervain. Hey, perhaps someone was controlling my thoughts without me realising.
Now I'm sure you're trying to make fun of me.
No, it is possible. Not all of the sorcerers, necromancers, and lawyers in the Shadow Army were captured, right?
You look like you're training for an important battle.
No, I'm reenacting your battle. How you and Captain Bonnet and Princess Ivo defeated the Archwitch, Mortroga, in the Black Tower.
Oh, really?
It must have been the greatest battle of all time. The solitary heroes, surrounded by monsters, standing up to the leader of the Shadow Army and her son, Monk. Boom, bash, ja!
Well, maybe it wasn't quite that dramatic.
10 years of war, the artifact of divine fate, and suddenly, peace. What's not dramatic about that?
Do you know what the artifact of divine fate is?
It can fulfill your every wish. I bet you wished for evil to be defeated. Right, Master Weathervain?
We never used it. The Archmage warned us that the artifact was just too powerful.
But if you can wish for anything, why not just wish for good things?
Archmage Alistair doesn't believe the world works that way, and I trust him.
If that's what you think, then I think that too.
It's getting late. Isn't it about time you went home?
I'll wait until all the guests have left the tavern. Sometimes Zloff and Blout give me a room, if no one is renting it.
You don't have a real home.
I've got lots of homes. Sometimes I sleep down in the tent city, and sometimes Widow Twanky lets me sleep on the bench in front of her fire. But if I can sleep in a real bed in the pub, then of course I'd prefer that.
I have a small room in the school. If you can't find a bed in the guest house, you're welcome to sleep at my place. My rabbit sheep won't be able to defend his bed in his usual manner, and I can sleep on the floor.
That would be... wow! But the school's in the upper town. I'm not allowed to go there.
Ah, silly rule. Maybe you'll win the lottery.
Which lottery?
There's a lottery tomorrow. The winner gets to live in the upper town.
That will be fantastic.
Maybe you'll get lucky. Everyone has an equal chance.
I'm sure to win. And if not today, then perhaps next time.
It was good to see you again, or met you for the first time.
There's no way I would have forgotten if I'd met you before, Master Weathervane.
Either the boy's making fun of me, or that's another item from our list of strange events.
So we're going to interact with the gate.
And?
Bill has delivered the marked barrel.
And has therefore cheated me. Just you wait. I'm going to get the bribe money I'm due and then some.
Hey! Hello? What about my exemption? Hey, Mr. Shieldhand, we had a deal. And now Shieldhand's busy negotiating his bribe with Bill, and I'm stuck down here.
So what we need to do, we're going to go back to the inn. And we're going to just let... Oops.
Hello. Ah! Bill delivered the barrel without paying tax on it.
And that's supposed to cause...
Mr. Shieldhand is arresting him right now. Oh, talking to him. Some...
Those two don't particularly like each other, but they are dependent on the same people. They wouldn't,
Bash each other?
No.
Bite the head.
Right.
Ah, if only I was there. Then I could make sure they played by the rules. See you...
So we need to get someone else to go up there. So let's speak with the reporter, and maybe he'll do something about
That's
it.
the reporter who let the council leader dictate tomorrow's news to him. If I've ever seen a frustrated man, Fox, then it's him. Excuse me?
Ah, Weathervane, right?
You know me.
The leader of the council asked me to have a snoop around in your past. Find some dirty laundry. Nothing.
My mage's cape is still brand new. I got it when I became a professor. Do you like it?
Very fetching. Why are you disturbing my quiet drink?
I have a couple of questions.
A cup?
You're the editor of the Seastone Lookout, right?
Fox, Archibald.
Your name is really...
You got a problem with that?
Oh, isn't that a little unimaginative? You are a fox, and your name is Fox.
That's just how it is.
Must get confusing at family gathering.
Oh dear. Everyone's a critic now.
What are you writing at the moment?
An article for tomorrow's edition. Pet dragon attacks on the rise. Child mauled. How does that sound?
That's terrible. Is the child okay?
Ah, don't worry. The kid is as made up as the problem with pet dragon.
But then why write about it?
Isn't it obvious? The Archmage simply doesn't do enough about the pet dragon problem.
But I thought that there wasn't.
The leader of the council has now picked up the issue and has finally enacted a law strictly regulating the keeping of pet dragons. Everyone wins. My newspaper, because it reported on this urgent problem. The leader of the council, because she acted quickly and decisively. And the citizens, because they don't have to worry about pet dragons anymore. Are you worried about pet dragons?
No?
You see, all thanks to Mrs. Van Buren.
That's just dodgy.
I saw you up there, at the lottery drum. Council leader Van Buren was there too.
Not one of my greatest moments. Letting a politician tell me what I should write about.
So why do it then?
You can't drink integrity. Anyway, it's fantastic being able to influence so many people's opinions. What I write becomes a big issue of the day, you know?
I get the feeling you're not very happy.
Really? Why shouldn't I be? I've always got enough liquor in my belly and I've never earned as much gold as I have this past. I spent it on women, alcohol and fast horses. I just frittered the rest away. I simply must be happy.
I think I have a story for you, a real story.
Yeah?
As we speak, the captain of the town guard and a notorious merchant are negotiating bribes. What do you say to that?
I'm shocked.
No, seriously. Bill smuggles alcohol into the lower town, bypassing customs. Mr. Shieldhand knows about it and wants a bribe.
Well, but...
Mr. Fox, you're a reporter. It's your duty to report on things like this. Do you know why you feel so lousy? Because you're a bloodhound. Fox. Because you're a blood fox. You don't want to just make up stories and have propaganda dictated to you. You want to investigate. You want to uncover. You want to expose.
Oh, all right then. Come and see how this old fox sorts things out. I'm a reporter. I can go anywhere.
That's nonsense. If I gave you a gold piece for every barrel, I'd only be making 6 gold pieces profit on 3 gold pieces outlay. I may as well pay tax.
I want my share. Nothing happens around here without my share.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And now him too.
What's that I hear? Exorbitant prices being charged for alcohol, and this alcohol is being smuggled past customs into the lower town?
I was just in the process of clearing up the affair.
What do you want, Fox? Push off. We've got business to do.
That's why I'm here. I want to show my young friend over there how business is done in this town.
Exactly. That's why we have laws, you know.
Well, according to the law, Bill would have to forego lots of money, Shieldhand would be out of a job, and the little influence he has, and I would be worried about the alcohol supply chain.
So what do you propose instead?
I get my alcohol at a normal price from now on. No more daylight robbery for the old fox. Bill, you continue using your crane, saving you on customs. Our competent Captain Shieldhand here is then entitled to part of the savings. I save gold, you continue to earn more than you're entitled to, and Shieldhand makes a bit on the side. We all win. How does that sound?
But...
Sounds fair to me.
Oh, all right then.
Then we've got a deal. Come on, Shieldhand. This is cause for celebration. You see, little Wilbur here could clearly see that the situation was unsustainable. An arrangement which made you money suddenly leaving you empty-handed. Can't have that.
Thank you, Weathervane. Perhaps I was wrong about you. Here, with this you can get from the lower town to the upper town any time. You've earned it.
So we get a trophy called
This is the
Keymaster.
world I helped build. Rather than toppling it, I've become one of its pillars. That's the reason I'm not happy.
So yeah, once you get the key, you get that trophy. So now we are going to make the golem. So, first thing first, we're going to go back to the school, and the next part of the quest is to build the golem. Before we start, we're going to take the mop with this knot.
the troll just downed tools and called it a day. I should bring that up at the next staff meeting. Ew, the bucket is filled with some kind of mucus. Half water, half troll spit, I bet. No wonder the floor isn't clean.
Okay, the next thing that we're going to try to open this door.
Remy hinted that I should have a look around in there. Something about the headmaster isn't quite right, that's for sure. The door's bound to be locked. Wonder if I can crack it. The door handles look like stupid ears. That was either a coincidence or a silly designer.
Oi, I heard that.
You can talk.
And hear. And who are you calling stupid?
Oh, I'm sorry. I teach at this school and I'd like to get into the staff room.
What is the code?
I'm starting to get the feeling that someone's deliberately putting obstacles in my way.
It's called life.
No, I mean that quite literally, it's like there's someone out there, somewhere, who has nothing better to do than think up one problem after another for me to solve. There's no other explanation.
No entry without the code.
Presumably the headmaster just forgot to tell me.
No entry without the code.
I have to get that code somehow. I have to go. I have something to do down in the town.
I don't care. I'm just a door.
Okay, so we need a code to get in, and we're going to try and find out the code by going back into town. But before that, we're going to have a look at the bookshelf.
As soon as I have time, I might see if some of these books actually belong in the library. Then again, I'd say they're more likely notes from former teachers and learning material. And what's this? Oh, a class photograph. For a while, photography was very fashionable. A sorcerer unveiled these little devices which could take detailed pictures of the real world. However, it turned out that small demons inside the cameras were responsible for painting the pictures. They stole a piece of soul from those photographed. Photography quickly went out of fashion.
Okay, so from here we're going to quick travel to the outside part of the inn. And we're going to speak with little Timmy here.
Hi, Timmy. What are you doing here?
I want to know what's going on. All the rats have orders from my uncle except for me. I want to help too.
I understand that you want to help and have a real soft spot for little heroes, but you're not the strongest and your health isn't best.
The Archmage staying in power is much more important for the small and the weak than anyone else. We would be the first to suffer under the council leader if she won.
You could be right there. I'm trying to build a golem, and I have to get into the staff room somehow.
I could find a way into the staff room. There are lots of secret tunnels and passages under the town. One of them is sure to lead there.
About the staff room,
Yes?
I need to get in there.
But
I need your help. Could you look through the notes on the headmaster? He's a stickler for order, and I'm sure he'll have the door code written down somewhere.
why do you need to get into the staff room?
The headmaster was acting strange and was hiding something in a drawer. I want to know what he's up to.
Perhaps it's a bomb.
Maybe. We need to find out what exactly. But you're too small to open the drawer. That's why I need the code.
Got it.
Okay, you try and get into the staff room, then we'll meet back here, okay? Be careful.
I always am.
Hopefully that all goes well. Remy would never forgive me if something happened to Timmy, and...
So we're going to go back into the inn. We're going to talk to this ogre here.
Hello, Blout.
Willy Boo. Quite
Before I
cute.
became a mage, I worked in a dwarven inn in the White Ridge Mountains.
You have stupid boss too.
I am not stupid.
Blout always have to work much more than sloth.
That's because you're so clumsy. We do the same amount of work. I might even do a little bit more.
In too much work. No free time.
Bye, Blout.
Bye.
So we're going to speak to Magic Slate.
What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about golems?
Golems are powerful magical beings. They are made of clay or stone have unbelievable strength and can work non-stop.
Are they living beings or machines?
They are tools for mages. They do heavy physical work for them. The mage inserts a piece of paper with commands written on it in its mouth, and the golem carries out these commands.
Ah, where can I get a golem? Or do I have to build one myself?
Golems are very rare and expensive, but their construction isn't difficult in principle.
In principle?
The body of a golem is a kind of statue of stone, clay, or other inorganic material. In order to bring the lifeless statue to life, a spell written in magic ink must be placed in its mouth.
And nobody knows this formula.
That is not correct. I know the spell.
But how? Ah, Master Alistair. He must have sensed that I'd need a golem to help me. The body should be easy enough to build, and you know the spell, so what's the problem?
The spell must be written in magic ink. Some of the ingredients are very rare.
Ah, piffle, I'm good at finding rare things. What's the best way to go about building a golem's body?
A golem needs a torso of stone, clay, loam, or similar. It also needs strong arms in order to carry heavy weight.
And a couple of strong legs to move around on.
Correct. The head of a golem must be made of clay and needs a mouth in which command notes can be inserted.
That means I'll have to make the head myself. Unless I just happen to find a finished golem head lying around somewhere. What ingredients are needed for this magic ink? Does it have to be brewed like a magic potion? Like, stir 3 times to the left and then 4 quick turns to the right? I hope not.
No. A simple mixing of the ingredients is sufficient. However, precise quantities are crucial.
Okay. What are the ingredients?
Exactly 2 centiliters of crocodile tears, exactly 12 drops of dragon sweat, and exactly 1 sea stone small ounces of soot.
What in the world is 12 teen? And dragon sweat? It's kind of hard to make a dragon sweat.
Correct. Dragon sweat is very rare.
I'll think of something. Can you list the ingredients for me?
No problem. You can see the list by looking at me in the inventory.
What do you mean, looking at you in the inventory?
You'll manage.
Show me the list.
So this is what we need, and we also need to get a body, and we can get the torso from the ox. So let's talk to the ox again.
I don't have anything to talk to.
But we only can get the body.
Oh! If you're a mage, Sloth, do you know how to build golem?
I've never tried.
You have tried long time to build golem. Just to...
That's completely untrue. That was just playing around.
So, I want to build a golem and I know the right incantation. Can you help me build one?
No. I don't want anything to do with it.
Really, Burr?
Yes?
What are you whispering about? I don't like whispering behind my back.
Sloth always eavesdrop.
Do you and Blout keep men?
Not particularly. I just don't like it when Blout fiddles about behind my back. It usually ends in catastrophe.
Maybe you're too hard on him.
He was going to juggle with kitchen knives this afternoon. I noticed just in time.
Would have worked.
No, it wouldn't. And they are my fingers too.
Sloth tell Blout off. Sloth always annoyed.
With good reason. The pub, all this work, and on top of all that, I have to play babysitter. I lost track of time with all that ranting, and now I've missed the bakery. All your fault, Blout.
The bakery up by the guardhouse? I go there myself.
Oh, they have those wonderful chocolates. I treat myself to 1 or 2 every night.
You see, Sloth got fat.
First of all, that's not true. And secondly, it's Flab born of frustration because I have to put up with you.
So we're gonna get some chocolate for Sloth.
See his so. Hello.
Willie.
Psst. What did you want to tell me?
You're whispering again.
If we talk loud, does Sloth hear us?
Oh, just stop whispering behind my back, all right?
Okay, sorry. Want non-alcoholic drink as apology?
Oh, no. You might have tricked me with alcohol once, but never again.
So Blob got you plastered?
Sloth get exhausted from itsy-bitsy symbol of alcohol. Sloth like little girl with pigtail.
I have alcohol intolerance, or perhaps an allergy.
Bye, Blob.
Bye!
So we need to give some alcohol to Sloth so he won't wake up. And so I can speak with Blob, if that's the right name.
You're back. What did you find out?
Lots of documents full of lists and numbers. Nothing suspicious, but I did find an entry titled door with 4 numbers underneath. 4, 60, 9, 41. I wrote them down for you.
Thanks, little buddy.
You did great. These numbers are sure to be the code for the door. Thanks for your help.
Well, if you need my help again, you know where to find me.
Would you like to come with me? Maybe I can use a little partner somewhere.
Wow, yes please.
Okay, so we're going to try and do everything at once. We're going to talk with the hatch and get some clay.
Hello?
Are you talking to the enemy?
Who are you?
My name is...
If you tell an agent of the government our real names, you'll endanger the entire organisation.
What do you want to call us?
My name is John. No, Paul. Next to me is,
Your name is Paul? But you're a woman.
Gender is just one of the fictions indoctrinated by the patriarchal society.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I talked to a prisoner in the upper town. He's one of yours, isn't he?
A victim of the state's power. Our first martyr.
He's not dead yet, and if he got the cake, he'll be back with us soon.
Cake? Shh. Did you build the barricade?
Aye, that's right.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. But it kind of blocks the whole street, doesn't it?
We're gonna dry you lot out till you give us what we want.
But the upper town is supplied by airship.
We won't move an inch until you stand starving and freezing before us.
But we've got plenty of food. And if my rabbit sheep didn't always take my bed, I wouldn't freeze either.
I told you it doesn't work like that.
We're protesting here, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I need clay to mould something. There's lots of it just outside the town. Could you please let me through?
Aye. That would really suit you, wouldn't it? But we're not going to let you through.
Could you maybe pass me a lump of clay through the barricade then?
What do we get in return?
Are you doing deals with the enemy?
We don't make deals with dirty capitalists.
That's more like...
I don't want the clay for myself. I want to use it to support your cause.
How's that?
If you give me just a few handfuls of clay, I could really improve the barricade.
Really?
Sure. I can smear the clay between the boards from here and the sunlight would bake it hard as rock.
I think that sounds pretty good.
The barricade is stable enough already. The spirit of friendship built it, and the chains of suppression are holding it together.
But there are holes everywhere here, which need to be sealed. Magic could seep through the little gaps, or gas, or something like that.
Perhaps you're right. But I still don't trust you.
I am one of here should be proof enough.
In principle, but perhaps you took it from one of our people under duress.
No, I, earned it. Fair and square.
I'm almost convinced. Show me our secret hand sign and we'll give you the clay.
Oh! Psst! I think I saw the town guard. Better not right now.
Aye. Come back when the coast is clear.
So we're going to try and find out what's the special hand sign. And we're going to do that by speaking to X. But before that, we're going to just start walking back up to the upper town. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the
A wooden box
toolbox.
full of old tool. Some sort of metal clamps, a hammer, some wire. Probably Bill uses the stuff to maintain his stand. I'll take the hammer.
And we're going to get the hammer. And then we're going to just walk into...
And how exactly is the key to the town supposed to help me? I don't see a keyhole. Cool.
Just like a car. And we're going to... First thing first. Oops. We're going to get some chocolate. And we're going to use little Timmy to get us some chocolate.
Hey, Timmy, do you think you could find a way into the bakery through the sewers?
Of course I can.
And maybe you could borrow chocolate?
No, but I could steal one.
I don't know. I don't want to incite you into doing something illegal.
It's not against the law for rats to steal food. It's expected of us.
Really?
Have you ever heard of a rat being thrown into jail for food theft?
Ah, true. Off you go then. Hopefully it'll work. There's Timmy. He's inside. Looks like he can only carry one chocolate at a time.
So we can get him to carry
A
two.
red one.
The difference between the red and blue
He
one is
understood
that
me.
one is alcoholic
He has
and
the
the other
red
one's
wrap
not.
chocolate and is heading up. What's he up?
And because Sloth knows that he can't handle
Wilbur?
alcoholic
there you
chocolate, he won't
The
eat
chocolate.
the
Catch!
alcoholic chocolate. So what we need to do, we need to swap the wrappers so that
was your turn.
he wouldn't know that he's in an alcoholic chocolate. So we're gonna get little Timmy to get us the other chocolate.
Well, good job, Timmy. I think we could use another chocolate. A blue one this time.
Okay.
There he goes, up onto the roof.
Catch!
Good.
So now we're gonna speak with X.
What do you want?
So we need to find out the secret hand sign.
Sloth, the inn's landlord, said you were arrested because you didn't want to let Mr. Shieldhand search you.
And why should I? I haven't done anything wrong. He knew I was one of the protesters. He just wanted an excuse to lock me up.
If you're one of the protesters, then you'd have to know their secret hand signal, right?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me?
Ha! So you can tell them what it is.
No! I need it. And I'm one of you.
Then you must know the signal yourself.
Of course I do.
Yeah? Then do it for me. Do the secret signal.
But choose you first.
No problem. But you first.
What's all that about?
I don't know if you're one of us. Besides, you've been in prison for quite a while. And maybe they brainwashed you.
All right. Now you.
That was 6, 4, 5.
You are one of us.
I mean 5, 4, 3. My bad.
They were saying something about a cake at the barricade?
Yeah, great work. I wanted a file to free myself. What did those geniuses send me? A bloody chisel.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Perhaps if they'd hidden a hammer in the cake as well. I shall be bringing that up at the next group meeting. Numpties.
I need the chisel. Can you lend it to me?
What do you need it for?
Maybe I could use it to help you escape.
Doesn't sound bad. But how about you think up a plan first, and then I give you the chisel?
About your chip.
Yes?
I might have the right hammer for it.
Really? That'd be good.
Yes, but
I'd have to know exactly what kind of hammer you want.
what type of hammer do you want?
Eh? What type of hammer? Just a hammer.
Oh, but there's a whole range of them. I lived with the dwarfs for a long time and learned quite a bit about hammer technology. You could have a dwarven steelhead hammer, a common roundhead hammer, a war hammer, an MC hammer.
A dwarven steelhead hammer?
Yeah, left or right-handed.
I just want to knock a few stones out of the wall.
Out of this wall? What kind of chisel have you got? When was it made? And what type of alloy did they use?
I don't know.
Hammer and chisel have to be perfectly matched, you see. If they're not, well, things can get pretty ugly.
Really?
So you have to choose the whole building could cave in.
Incorrect chiseling could cause the entire building to fall down. And what good is a hole in the wall if you're buried under tons of rock?
But I don't know what kind of chisel it is.
That's why you should always work with professionals. Give me the chisel, and I'll look for the right hammer.
Oh, thanks.
Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going up.
It looks like Bill's delivery's finally arrived.
So we're gonna check out the
I
delivery.
wonder if this box is supposed to move. I've heard of trunks with hundreds of legs, but this looks like a normal packing crate.
Oi, what are you doing?
This crate is moved.
That's all right. That... Stop it! Stop! Stay put! Outrageous! Just you wait. You're gonna have to wait a hell of a long time for your gold.
What was that? Absolute bonkers. Oh, there's a piece of paper.
So make sure you
Delivery
check
note.
what's in the
Better World
box.
Ironworks. 1 piss pot model carefree. 4 pieces of Better World Ironworks. Never heard of it. Lots of new companies sprung up after the war.
And then speak to Bill about the piece of paper.
Hello, Bill.
Wilbur. They won't get a penny out of me sending me such a wild thing.
Yes, but what exactly is it?
A piss pot! Sounded like a good idea. We equip piss pots with legs. You don't do the walking when it's time to empty your bladder. But why the devil give a pot legs that means he scurries about like a boar on fire?
And I asked him what are the better work. Well,
What are these Better World Ironworks?
They're those darn crooks what sold me this useless piss pot. Those do-gooders.
Do-gooders?
Yes, they collected swords, armour, and all that stuff after the war. Plough blades from swords, piss pots from helmets, that kind of rubbish.
You mean this piss pot was once some soldier's helmet?
Could have belonged to a general for all I care. Now it's a piss pot on the run.
Ah, a soldier's helmet converted into a piss pot with legs. No wonder he doesn't like it.
Okay, so we're gonna go
Have to be
back.
going, Bill.
See ya.
We're gonna go into the into the school, and we're gonna try and use the password.
Hello?
What is the access code?
The code is 46941.
Correct.
Then shouldn't you be opening right about now?
I don't know your voice. Headmaster Block hasn't introduced you to me.
But I have the code.
I have a dual-level security system. The correct code must be delivered in the voice of a teacher whom I...
That would have been too easy.
So we need the Headmaster Block's voice.
I may not have the power of sight, but I do have an exceptional pair of ears. You are not Headmaster Block.
The door won't be fooled so easily. The code has to be spoken in Headmaster Block's voice. That is a bit of a problem.
So what we're going to do, we're going to speak to our slate.
What can I do for you?
Can you imitate voice?
I can imitate the call of more than 17 birds.
I'm more interested in human voices.
I am sorry. I only have one voice at my disposal. A very pretty voice.
Oh, of course.
I can, however, record speech.
Record speech? What do you mean? Record speech? Fantastic! Fantastic! Okay, you can stop now. How does this recording thing work?
I can record all of your conversations. If desired, I can play back only certain parts of the recording.
You mean that if I can somehow get the headmaster to say 4, 60, 9 and 41 in conversation, you could repeat those numbers in his voice?
Correct.
Excellent.
Okay.
I might have some more questions for you later.
And I might answer.
So now we need to go. So we're going to go back to town, but we're going to use the postcard. We're going to get the postcard to transport us all the way. I don't know what's happening. Yep, to the gate at the low town first. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look at the rubbish.
Empty boxes and packaging material. I can't see anything that in... Hey, what do we have here? Pretty
And
good
we're going to
runner.
follow it. And we're going to talk to the helmet with legs.
Don't jump! You were once a soldier's helmet, right? And the way you look, not just any soldier either. And now they've turned you into a magic piss pot. That's a shitty job. I so understand why you ran away. You fought for good, went through so much, and now... How would you like to do great things once again? For your Commander-in-Chief? I'm building a golem to protect the Archmage. You know Archmage Alistair, don't you? He's in danger. Maybe the Shades are behind it. But definitely a dark power. You could be the golem's legs. It would be an honourable task. So you're in? Deal, little helmet. Don't cock it up.
Okay, next we're going to talk to the resistance slash
Yes.
Me again.
Do the secret sign.
Fine then.
So it's 543.
Aye, spot on. I guess you really are one of us.
That's what I told.
Here, take these. You can hang them up in the upper town.
Posters? I'm really more interested in the clay.
Yeah. Here's some clay as well. May this clod of pure earth serve the good cause.
Oh, it will. So then this hole... That should keep out any poison gas. The rest of the clay is for the golem head.
So now we got some
Right.
clay, and we can change the shape if you want by pressing X. So I like this one.
Oh, yeah. The eyes, yeah. Oh, the nose. Oh, that's tricky. And of course, not to forget the mouth opening. That's it. Should Blocky and Van Buren manage to fire me, I think I'll turn sculptor or golem head designer.
So what are we going to do? We're going to make a fire with our wand.
A small fire spell can't hurt. Ignifaxius ignisfero.
And we're going to put our lump of clay onto the fire.
I'm pretty sure that clay sculptures aren't usually baked this way. But hey, this is innovation. Someone has put a bucket of water next to the fire pit. Security isn't normally a priority in Seastone, but with all these wooden houses, I'm glad to see an exception.
And we're going to use the small glass onto the water. Maybe once it's been heated up a little bit more. So we're going to enter the pub. And we're going to give the chocolate to the ogre. Sort of. And we're going to change the wrapping with the red and blue by doing this.
Right. I'll just swap the blue and red wrappers. Done. The chocolate without alcohol is now wrapped in the red paper, and the one with alcohol is wrapped in the blue.
So we're going to click on the blue one and give that to Soloff.
Do you want another one of your favourite alcohol-free chocolates?
Oh, of course. Oops.
Ooh, ouch.
Sloth KO. Very clever plan, Willie.
What did you want to tell me, Blout? I hope it was worth it.
Blout has golem, or part of golem.
Your brother's golem?
No, other golem. Blout bought it.
Where is the golem? Or the parts?
Here. It's broken.
Yes, I see that.
Blout buy more parts, then shout at until golem come alive.
I don't think that will work.
Yes, Sloth here and can play. Blout should not play with magic thingies. Williber must build golem. Then Blout stop making fun of Williber's size.
You've never made fun of my size.
Williber so small, mice call him dwarf. Blout not say again if Williber help.
Okay, fine. How about this? I'll help you out and build the golem, but it's mine until the election, and I can do what I want with it. I'll bring it back after the election, and the golem can help you and Zloff here in the inn.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, what happened?
Sloth, sleepyhead.
See you later, Blout.
Now we're going to get the passcode of Headmaster Block.
Headmaster Block?
Yes.
So what we're going to do, we're going to show him the class photo that we found.
This photograph of a school class was in the wrong cupboard. I'd like to file it away correctly, but I don't know where.
Show me that. The year is written boldly and clearly. 1462. Yes, 60.
Ah, thanks for your help. Would you please say the word 9, Headmaster Block?
No. Why should I?
Just because?
Professor Weathervane, it may be that you pass your evenings with silliness, but I prefer to be productive in the twilight hours.
Of course. Forgive me. I could really go for a nice dwarven ale about now.
It would kill you on the spot. You do know that.
Oh, I grew up with dwarfs. The cellar master always served dwarven ale in the garrison pub.
It's strictly forbidden.
Who says?
Licensing Law, Paragraph 9, Section 1. Dwarven ale may only be served in specially secured underground bunkers.
Paragraph 9 says that.
Paragraph 9, indeed.
Ah, the cellar master probably didn't know that. I'm going to send a carrier pigeon off to him tomorrow morning to warn him. Why did they appoint you, of all people, treasurer?
Well, I think the leader of the council values my punctilious manner and neat bookkeeping. In addition, I was, if I may be so bold as to simply come out and say it, mathematics champion for several years in succession in my youth.
A clear liquid in a glass?
It's warm water. I drink 2 glasses of warm water every evening. It helps the digestive process.
Why don't you drink 3 glasses of water? Or 4?
4 glasses of water in one evening? That really would be decadent.
Besides, you'd probably have to keep getting out of bed to go to the toilet.
Yes, 4 glasses of water would simply be too many.
But it's good that we were able to talk about that. So, you were a mathematics champion in your youth?
For several years in succession, in
So
fact.
we're gonna get trophy.
Then tell me, what is...
The trophy is called Math Magician, and you need to get it right in your first time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna choose the first option, which is 65 plus.
65 plus...
23 minus.
23 minus...
47.
47?
41.
Are you sure?
And you
I
get the
40.
trophy called Math Magician.
41, without a doubt.
Thanks, that's all I wanted. Have to be going.
Goodbye.
So now we got all the numbers, and then we're gonna head back out through the door. And we're going to fill the glass with water.
Filled to the 2cl mark exactly.
And then after that, we're going to use the postcard, and we're going to go to the upper town gate. So we need to grab the hands, and in order to get the hand, we need to put and glue the posters onto the board.
I'll paste up the place on the wall where I want to hang the posters. Should make less of a mess than... The protesters' poster would be more effective.
So we're going to put some snot.
Okay, troll spit isn't as sticky as troll snot, but maybe it'll do as a substitute for paste.
And then after putting up the poster, you speak with the guard and let him know about, so you can distract him
Mr.
and
Shield Hand?
take the arms off the stone statue.
Mr. Professor.
There's a protest poster on the notice.
So?
It's against Council Leader Van Buren.
What filth? That's vandalism of the worst kind.
And then during that time, we're going to chisel out our way.
Sorry, old friend. Oh, he still looks ready to fight.
So now we have the arms, head, and the legs. We're going to go back into the tower. And what we're going to do, we're going to use the slate.
What can I do?
Ahem! Would you please let me and Headmaster Block in?
I only heard the footsteps of one person.
469. 41.
Oh, pardon me, Headmaster Block.
That's better.
So we're going to head in. And once we inside, we're gonna search for some items.
Right then. Blocky was fiddling with this straw when I surprised him. A small bottle. What's this? A letter. Dear Council Leader Van Buren, rest assured of my fullest support during the election campaign. Nevertheless, as headmaster, it is my duty to point Article 47, Paragraph 6 of the school rules out to you. Advertising of any form is prohibited in the school, and I must insist that the entire campus be left out of the electoral campaign. And now, the final inventory list for the ground floor of the school. Then there's a list of all sorts of objects, although it appears Headmaster Block isn't quite finished yet. I'm impressed. The headmaster forbids advertising in school, even if it is for Van Buren's campaign. Law and order seem more important to him than personal benefit. And yet he tries to badger me out of the school.
So we're gonna take the flask.
The only thing in this drawer was this bottle. Spidery old-fashioned writing, hard to decide. Dragon sweat! What is the probability of the headmaster having the one ingredient for magic ink in his drawer that I couldn't find anywhere else? Talk about luck.
And then we're gonna also look at the desk.
I guess Timmy's already looked in the rat-accessible files. He found the door code in one of them. Blocky won't mind if I borrow his pen. Well, he probably would, but he doesn't need to know.
So the pen will help us to write the inclination for the stone god. So now we are going into the classroom, and we're gonna make the rest of the potion. I mean magic ink. So we're gonna examine the oven first and get some salt.
Should be easy to find enough soot for the ink
Oh,
here.
soot.
Yep, lots of soot. Now I just have to figure out the right amount.
And then we're gonna look
If
at
I
the
have to mix some
alchemy
magic
cover.
ink, this is certainly the best place to do it.
So what we can do, we're gonna pour the
The
flask
magic
into there.
slate said the exact amount of each ingredient is critical. And unfortunately, I have no idea how much exactly 12 teen drops is. Ah, excellent. I can mix the ink in this pot.
Oh, I forgot. We need to speak to Bill about how many is Chofton's drop. Sorry guys, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna just use the postcard and bring us back out. And we're gonna speak to Bill about it.
Will,
You're pretty good at numbers and measurements.
I'd say.
Can you tell me how much 12...
12 is a forgotten number, between 12 and 13. In the past, people counted more precisely, so there were a few extra numbers. Thor and 12, for example.
But I have to add exactly 12 drops of dragon sweat to a potion.
Oh, exactly 12. Well, that's something else completely. That's what mages always write if they don't really know themselves exactly how much of something they need. They don't want to admit it, and it sounds cleverer if they say exactly 12 rather than it doesn't really matter. But you should know that as a mage.
Now I do. I have to be going, Bill.
See ya.
So now we're gonna go back in to the school. And we're gonna look at the alchemy corner again, and we're gonna try and pour the
Well, I'll add exactly and done.
and then we're gonna pour some water. So we're going to place the chocolate onto the scale. And we're also going to put that onto the other part of the scale. And now we'll know how many soot we need.
Right then. The counterweight weighs exactly 3 sea stone small ounces. The chocolate weighs 2 sea stone small ounces. That means that when the weight is exactly the same on both sides, and that would be the case right now.
And now we're going to put
exactly
it in there.
once.
And then we're going to look at the
Crocodile
flask.
tears. Unfortunately, all of the liquid has evaporated. All that remains is a white powder, like salt. All that's left of the crocodile tears is a bit of salt.
So we're going to pour some liquid inside.
Oh, right. Now, 2 cl of water to the salt, and I have the right amount of crocodile. The concentration may be wrong, but I've never heard of that playing a role in alchemy. It's the amount that counts.
And then we're going to pour
2
that in
cl
there.
of crocodile tears. All right, that's all of... Now to give it a little stir. Ta-da! Magic ink.
So now we got the rest of the magic ink. We're going to look at the desk.
I've got a class tomorrow. Blocky has forbidden me from using magic in class, but how can I...
So we're going to just dip the quill into the golem spell.
Right then. What do I need to write on the piece of paper to bring the golem to life? Just live?
Yes, in principle. But in golem language, and that's complicated, I'll dictate it to you. Grolop Grishna Kalabeb.
Wait a minute. Grolop Grishna Kelabeb? Those were a lot of words for a simple live.
Bringing dead material to life requires precise instruction.
Sounds logical, so what now?
Once the golem is complete, you can put the piece of paper in its mouth, but not before. Bringing half-finished golems to life is strongly discouraged.
So now we're going to go back to the ink. And we're going to just put the golem, make the golem actually. So put the head onto the...
I think I did a pretty good job on the head. And now the golem's body is finished. All that is missing is the spell written with magic ink for its mouth.
And then you get the King of Do-It-Yourself trophy. So now we're going to put the golem spell onto the golem.
Here we go. Blout, it's time. Do you want to watch?
Time for what? What are you two up to?
Williber build golem.
Impossible.
Come, you allowed not to.
Right then. Live!
What?
I felt it'd be boring without some thunder and lightning and so on. Bosh! It's alive!
Fantastic.
Williber done it.
A real gold.
Help in inn. We have holidays.
But first, remember, he's going to be the Archmage's bodyguard until the election. It's just too bad he can't speak. Unless, ooh, can you write? What are your orders, Master? Let's go to the mage school. We can discuss everything else there.
Good work, Wilbur.
Thank you. It feels good to be able to take at least one worry off the Archmage's back. Until then.
Mwah ha ha. Mwah ha 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 ha.
So we got the trophy, it's alive. And that's the last trophy that we're gonna get for chapter 2.
What's going on? You looking for this? What the? Ha! You're a monster! So what are your plans? Oh, so this is the part where the bad guy tells the hero his plan so he can scupper at the last moment? No, not this time. Nothing is going to stop me killing the Archmage. You want to kill Alistair? You don't stand a chance. He's become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. I admit, his magical powers are impressive, and he can sense my presence. As soon as I get within a few meters of him, he recognizes my evil intentions. But how are you? That's right, not magical powers, young friend. Good old physical strength will be his end. One hit from a machine that is neither good nor evil, he won't even know what hit him. Ha! You go on ahead, I'll follow soon. No! Oh, the Archmage spoke of an evil presence in the school, but I never thought that I was the presence. I was under your nose the whole time and you didn't even notice. Are you something like my evil self? I'm no petty sideshow conjurer. I'm the greatest sorcerer in the world. And you're...
Monk, the sorcerer, son of Archwitch Mortroka, shapeshifter and evil genius?
Yes, I think we've met before. Last time we kicked you and your mother's fat butts, if I remember correctly.
But not this time. The alliance will break, and the kingdom of shadows will rise again, with me as its leader.
I'm a teacher and a graduate mage. I demand that you release me immediately.
Otherwise... what?
I'll scream really loud for help, or hold my breath until you let me down. Or both at the same time.
The walls of this school are thick, and the Archmage should be in the staff room by now.
Then I'll just free myself and stop you.
Oh, how will you do that? Without this?
That's mine! Give it back!
Just as delicate as peace in a world without the Archmage.
This is quite strong, isn't it? I accidentally sat on it once and thought that was it. But it was like new. But you couldn't have known, of course. No one's going to blame you for trying, even if you fail. I'll stop you. You're not going to do anything to Master Alistair.
Oh, really? Master Wilbur Weathervane, the big hero, will prevent it? The very same Master Weathervane who built me the weapon I need?
No!
What will the people say when it's your golem who crushes the Archmage? And that's not all.
No!
So we're gonna look at the
I really
skeleton.
hope that it wasn't a student, and I hope I don't end up like that.
And we're gonna try and grab the thing. And one more time.
I can't get any closer to it, but I got the skull and a little bone that was hanging off it.
And then we're gonna look at
I
the
think that's
dust.
the key to the shackles. It was given to me along with the other keys when I accepted the teaching job. Just a little bit
Further.
And then little Timmy appears.
We gnomes are optimists by nature when it comes to physics, but I'm afraid the key is still out of my reach. Timmy!
What are you doing, Mr. Professor?
Long story. You gotta get me out of here, okay?
Okay, what do you want me to do?
So first thing first, we're gonna get little Timmy to grab a thread.
Timmy, a thread from the curtain. Can you bite one off? Well done!
And then we're gonna throw the hook
Hey
to
Timmy, I've got something for you. Great! Now, please tie the hook to the end of the thread.
Oops. And then we're gonna get little Timmy to
Can you
climb
use
onto
the grappling
desk.
hook to climb onto the deck? Great!
So we're gonna get him to
All
pick up the
right,
key
grab the key.
and then move
The
the
ruler,
ruler.
Timmy. Can you put... Perfect! About half of the ruler is on the desk, while the other half is...
And then we're gonna throw the skull.
Okay, Timmy, this is where it gets tricky. Please stand on the end of the ruler. I know! The chances are 1 in a million, but we've got to try. Time is running out. Ready?
Way!
Well, how good was that? I love it when a plan... Ah! Ow! Well, I'm free. Well done! Now listen to me. You run as fast as you can to your Uncle Remy and tell him that there's an attack planned on the Archmage. Got it?
An attack on Master Alistair?
That shapeshifter Monkus is behind it. And he has a golem. My golem.
We can do it. I'll get Uncle Remy.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch the hats so we will know which ones is exactly Wilbur and Monkus. And then pick up the one and we're gonna go outside.
Okay, let's do...
And then we're gonna use the spell, but we can't. So we need to speak to Anton first.
I need to get in the hall immediately.
Stop. Admission only by written invitation.
I don't have time to play games, Shield Hand. You're going to let me in there.
Hello. Such a tone of voice from oh so friendly little Weathervane.
Now!
I don't think so. I think you should... Ah!
Oh, just in time.
Ah, Wilbur, good to see you.
Hello, Archmage. Good to see you too. No! 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 Stop! Ah!
Enough! I should have known that you'd be behind this, Monkus. This is the last time you hurt Aventasia. I'm going to have you imprisoned and... Ah! Impossible!
Oh no. What the hell?
Danger! We have an intruder! Wilbur Weathervane! What the?
You're too late, Shieldhand. The Archmage has been murdered. By him!
But... what? How?
Exactly how?
He has murdered the leader of the Alliance, which makes me the new leader. Arrest him, Shieldhand!
But...
Wilbur, this way. Quick, put this on.
Stop them! Out of the way!
Oh. And that's it, guys. That's the end of chapter 2.
The Archmage, we have to...
Look at his
We can't
hat.
do anything right
Look
now.
at Wilbert's hat.
We should first consolidate our position
like
and
mix.
gather information. What happened exactly?
Monkus is behind all this. He tricked us all.
Monkus, the sorcerer.
He can use his amulet to transform himself. He assumed the role of the street urchin and the school headmaster, at least temporarily.
We never found him in the Tower of Evil. And how could we? He must have disguised himself as one of our own soldiers and come with us to Seastone.
The golem has never really listened to me. That damned magic slate whispered him his real commands. I built the weapon which tried to kill the Archmage.
If you want to blame someone, then start with me. I encourage you to build the thing. It was my duty to not just think of the good, but also the bad it could cause. And your wand, what was that all about? The Archmage is the most powerful mage I know, and I saw him being turned into a frog, just like that.
I don't know. It behaved strangely yesterday in class too. But I never would have thought that it was so powerful that even a little girl... It was the wand. The whole time. It did all the magic, not me. It's so powerful that even a little girl...
Wilbur's in
all my
denial.
fault. I didn't recognize Monkus, and I didn't realize there was a dark force coming from my wand because...
Wilbur.
Because, in reality, I'm not a mage at all.
And that's the end of chapter 2, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave feedback and comment below. And give me a subscribe and a like. And we'll get a trophy by a hair by the end of chapter 2. So thanks for watching, everyone. And have a good day. Bye.